Forbes has a top 10 list on why we should drink over the holidays. Every social gathering we go to, there's always alcohol, right? It's surrounded around booze or what kind of drinks people are going to have. And according to stats, mind you, this is US, but I know Canada isn't far behind, a quarter of the spirit sales in the year happen between November and December, right? So that's a lot of alcohol being purchased at the end of the year going into the holidays. My name is Christy Ware, and this is your weekly dose of wellness. Here today to talk to you about alcohol and what it does to our bodies, why it's important to drink it in moderation and still enjoy your holidays, but knowing how to care for yourself. So basically, many people drink more over the holidays, right? We know what that's like. We go to a social gathering surrounded around alcohol. There's some kind of function. People, can I bring you wine? Can I bring you something? Mulled cider, whatever it is, right? We do that. And having a better understanding of how alcohol actually affects our body, how it's processed and what it does really lends itself, at least for me, and I hope for you, a better understanding of why we want to drink in moderation, why we want to be conscious of our choices, and how we can still enjoy what we want to enjoy within that, right? So I'm going to give you a little understanding of alcohol. So alcohol is also known as ethanol. And so ethanol is something that our bodies don't recognize well, right? So when you ingest a drink of alcohol, it's readily absorbed through your GI tract. So the alcohol goes in your body, the GI tract starts to absorb it. It goes immediately through your GI tract to your liver. And in the liver is where 90% of the processing of the alcohol goes, or the ethanol. The other 10% hits your bloodstream. And the interesting point is, and you probably will experience this yourself, if you drink on an empty stomach, you get an immediate buzz, right? You get that feeling of that high from alcohol. When you drink when there's food in your stomach, you don't feel it as fast, or you need more alcohol to get the same buzz, right? So just, again, interesting to note, we've all been there. If you've drank, you understand this concept. So moving on from that, let's say the alcohol goes in the body, goes through the GI tract into the liver. So 90% gets processed in the liver. Hence the reason that liver care or liver health is so important as far as it relates to drinking, right? Because the liver is processing all of that unrecognized byproduct of drinking, and it's having to do all the work. And the other 10% that gets sent to the bloodstream, the body doesn't store it. So we have nutrients and different foods, right? When we ingest different things with proteins, minerals, vitamins, our body can store those for later use. But alcohol and the energy or calories we get from it cannot be stored in our body. So what happens? Well, the body needs to shut down all its other processes in order to assimilate and deal with the alcohol that's come in. So your metabolism slows down, your digestion of nutrients and absorption of different vitamins and minerals slows right down, because the body can't do both. It needs to deal with the thing it doesn't recognize, the ethanol. It needs to get rid of that before it can go back to the other processes, right? So anyway, hopefully that gives you a better understanding. So how does that relate to health? You're wondering, okay, well, I get that the liver is important. I get that, we're going to get a buzz and it's holidays. I'm going to drink anyway. So what do I do? So to put this into a bit of perspective for you, let's say you join your family and you guys go snowshoeing, or maybe you go on a awesome cross-country ski. And then you come home and the first thing you do is sit down to a glass of wine or crack open a beer. Or in my case, I enjoy a little bit of Bailey's and a hot chocolate. What if you do that? Then what? Well, now you've revved up your metabolism. You've gone and done exercise. So physical exercise raises our metabolism. And then you drink and it shuts it all down. So if your goal is any kind of health and wellness over the holidays, you're hoping to stay active, maybe you want to maintain your weight, maybe you've been working hard and you don't want to sabotage all your efforts you've just put in over the last 3, 4, 6 months. You want to maintain something over the holidays, not put on that extra weight. Be conscious of when you drink alcohol and how much you drink, because it affects your metabolism. It affects your body's ability to burn fat and your body's ability to absorb nutrients, right? So all very important processes. So am I saying don't drink? No, I'm going to drink over the holidays. I've already started. I've had a couple of drinks this weekend and I've enjoyed them. But the point is, moderation always comes back to moderation. Drinking 1 drink a day is considered relatively moderate. It's moderate and it's enjoyment, right? Drinking one drink a day. Anything beyond that becomes more excessive, and then it can easily lead into binging. It can lead into having 1 drink, I'll just have another, and then suddenly I'm at a party and I've drank 6 drinks and I feel really sick, right? So just, again, enjoy everything in moderation. If you plan to drink this holiday season, know what the effects are on your body, know how it impacts your body health-wise, and know how to take care of yourself, right? Moderation's the key. If you loved what you're hearing this morning and you want to chat more, or you have more questions about health and nutrition, I encourage you to private message me. I would love to chat with you further, and I hope today's weekly dose of wellness was helpful. All right, have a wonderful and safe holiday season, and drink in moderation.